Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, air signs, good afternoon. I do hope you're well. Been a few weeks since I've posted, been busy, okay? Energy's not been quite right. Energies need to be right, don't they? Also, the more support I get, the more I will read, guys, okay? So please do like, share, subscribe, share far and wide. Any questions you have, any comments you have, please leave them in the box below. More than happy to answer and comment. All interaction is good interaction, okay? This will not resonate for everybody, okay? There are 8 billion of us in this disco ball. We're not all up to the same thing. Okay, there are plenty of other readers on YouTube that can help you if this doesn't resonate with you. I am an intuitive witch. I read intuitively. I don't read from traditional books or internet definitions. I read by how it feels and the words that I get given as I shuffle. Today, I'm going to pull cards for you from the Crow Tarot, and they're flying out. The Oracle of the Fairies, and I'm going to pull you a blind spot Oracle card by Teal, Swan. The blind spot Oracle cards are not tarot. They're not Oracle. Actual sigil cards, and they pay attention to possible things that you may miss, okay? Now, I've just done a reading for Pisces, Cancer and Scorpio, and I'm reading it, and I'm thinking, what the heck does this mean? But I'm still reading, and I'm still saying what's coming through, and it was only when I pulled the sigil card at the end did it all pull it together beautifully and make sense of the reading. So, you guys keep watching till the end. Sometimes it makes a whole lot of sense. There are twists, there are turns, okay? So, I'm going to say this is for guidance and entertainment purposes only. If you watch my videos, you know this. If you've got a problem with your mister, your missus, your cat, your dog, your neighbour, your boss, anybody, do not use tarot to determine the situation. It's not healthy, guys. Guidance and entertainment purposes only. You will find that if you communicate directly to source, it is amazing. Some of the things you can learn, the clarity that you can gain, and the completely accurate answers you will get. That might not be what you want to hear, but at the end of the day, you want an answer, don't you? So, tarot sometimes can, you can try and bend it and twist it and fit it to what you think you might want it to be, but you don't know for sure until you speak to the source. Here. So, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, I know that there's been a bit of a theme for a certain set of you, and obviously you're not all up to the same thing, but I'm wondering if I'm pulling for a different group this week, or if it's the same group. So, let's see what I've got here, because I've got a few that are flying out. Ooh, okay. And let's see what we got for you, shall we? Another one here as well. Wow, goodness me. Right. Right, okay. Okay, I'm going to take that because it's come out sideways. Wow. Okay. Could be the same group that I've been pulling for. Let's see what we've got here, shall we? I've got here the 8 of Wands. You are running into something that is quite overwhelming for you. You feel like everything is being slung at you at once. It's coming in fast. It's coming in passionate. You're flying at it. You're fronting it out. Okay, the High Priestess is a Pisces card. Anybody in your life that is Pisces, water sign maybe? But she's a very powerful entity. This is not gender specific, okay? Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. But she is quietly resolute. She's quietly confident. She owns it, okay? She is now going headlong into the situation with confidence, with clarity, okay? She's keeping a lot of stuff under her head, under her belt, okay? Quite wisely so, okay? She's taken a leap of faith. I've got here the Fool. 2 major arcanas next to each other. Whatever situation this is that you are flying into, that you are now choosing to face, is a massive leap of faith, okay? This High Priestess, she's sat here. She's very majestic. She's got her golden cup and her pentacle. She owns it. This is not gender specific. This is just the card. The next card I've got here is the 6 of Wands. You feel like the spotlight's on you. You feel like you're being watched. But you know what? The great thing about this is you are elevated. You're, although you're flying into this situation, you're flying into it with confidence. You are standing your ground. Ace of Swords comes out. You're owning your truth. There are truths now coming out. Now that you're not dodging a situation anymore, you're flying into it. You're in your majesty. You're standing your ground. You're taking a leap. You're thinking, I've had enough of this crap. I don't want that bloody hippie witch telling me any more crap. Let's just get this done so she can read something else. Okay, you are now standing your ground. Everyone is looking on, and there is a truth, and you stand resolute in this truth. There is the Six of Pentacles here. There is a crow holding scales. You are trying to find balance in an abundant situation or a financial situation. This is to do, there's no cups in this reading at all, guys, okay? But this is of a financial issue or an abundance issue, be it spiritually abundant or any other emotionally abundant. However, okay, what I'm finding here is you are still rising whilst holding on to scales, determined to find your balance, okay? You got people trying to peck on the ground, but you rising. You finding that balance. You're in the spotlight. You are owning your truth. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, you've been suspended in this situation for such a long time. It's been a toxic, ever-binding situation, and you've needed to address your darkest shadows, okay? But you know what? This isn't a bad card at all. This shows you have shadow work. Sometimes I think I was talking about my kids actually in the car on the way to school this morning about the devil card and why it's not such a bad card after all. Because they're Capricorns. They're like, why are we always painted as the bad guys? No, guys, you're not. Adolescents, I'm trying to explain this to them. The devil here is chained, bound by addiction. This could be bad relationships. This could be people. This could be a situation that you have struggled to leave and have been stuck, suspended in that situation, okay? But you know what? You ain't stuck anymore because you're taking the leap, okay? And when you take that leap, your King of Pentacles is here. This is a prosperous situation for you. This card's come out in a few readings for the signs today, yeah? Well, that's the Seven of Swords, and many readers interpret it certain ways. What I'm seeing here is there are burdens being released bit by bit. There are some you recognise. There are some that you're dealing. I'm not giving you the birdie. There are some that you are dealing with later, and there are some that you are releasing. Okay, this is a good situation. It's a situation that you've been stuck in that was toxic to you for such a long time. Yeah, you are flying into, and you are facing, and you are taking the leap. Okay, you're standing in your power as the High Priestess. You are taking control and owning your truth and saying, bollocks, this isn't happening anymore. Ace of Pentacles has come out sideways. What I'm saying here is this hangs in the balance. This is up to you. If you stand your ground, this is your ace. If you let these people continue to consume you as they have been, the decision, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, starts, continues, and ends with you. Okay? Let's see what the Oracle of the Fairies have to say. This is a bit more of a positive reading because I see action here. I see someone that basically has lost their shit. They've had enough. And now they're making forward movements. Nothing else. They're sick of listening to me bleat on about it week after week. You must do this. You must do that. Da, 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 da. Guidance, entertainment purposes only though, guys. Okay. But let's see what the Oracle of the Fairies have to say about this, shall we? Wow, yeah. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Yes! Right. Okay. Inspiration. Be prepared as you'll soon receive a visit from the Fairy of Inspiration. Come dusk or dawn, she can call at any time. Yeah, she can, can't she? You taking that leap of faith. I've got here, precious time. Okay. The Fairy of Time wants you to experience every moment fully and to make the most of your precious time. Be mindful not to waste others' time either. Own your truth. Where is it? Own your truth, yeah? Your time. Don't waste your own time. Bugger everybody else. Don't waste yours. Inner child. The fairies of playfulness remind you to make time to embrace your inner child. Playing keeps us young at heart. Do something silly and fun, but stay safe. You've been fighting for the longest time, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. You really have. I know I say your signs around the wrong way, but you're all on the bleeding planet, aren't you? You all know. You know you are. Okay? Air signs. You know you are. Embrace your inner child. Leap at it with all the bravery of a 4-year-old in a Batman mask. Yeah? Drop your burdens. Kick ass. Take that leap. You are saying bye-bye. Suspended. No more. Balancing. Oh, yeah. You see, look at these. One's suspended and one's raising to find balance. The choice is yours, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. What's it to be? You want your King of Pentacles? Make your decision. Should we see what the Teal Swan Sigil has to say? She's pulled number 3 this week for you. Okay? They're not oracle, traditional oracle. They're not tarot. They are sigil. They tell you bits perhaps you have missed, bits that you're not completely looking at. Okay? Sometimes they can tie the whole reading together, as they did in my last read for Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Their motives. Okay, excuse the glare, please. If you've drawn the sigil, you are not seeing the true motives of the other person or perhaps multiple other people involved in the situation, which is why you've got to do it for yourself, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Yeah. Unfortunately, if what you were unaware of were their positive intentions, you would have drawn a sigil that assists with your own fear and distrust. The sigil assists with situations where a person has motives and intentions that are not in alignment with your best interests, and perhaps they have motives that are not in alignment with their own best interests. Sometimes, in order to preserve our idea of a reality that we want to be real, we ignore the actual reality. We want to believe that all people have our best interests at heart and also their own. We also want to believe that all people have motives that are pure and conscious. If you have drawn this card, this is not the case relative to the situation you're in. No, you know you've got to do this on your own. You know you've been suspended. You know you've been caught in a situation that's been toxic. You know people are now watching you fly into it and you are now owning your truth, because the only way it's going to happen is if you make it happen, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. And I can see here that there's definitely forward movement. You've had enough, haven't you? Right, okay, what else do they say about this sigil? Oh my goodness. Be aware that people are perfectly capable of even fooling themselves in terms of truth of their actual motives. Own your truth. Okay. It doesn't matter if the motive is conscious or unconscious. To be safe in this scenario, you need to be aware of their actual motives. Stay aware that we are perfectly capable of having mixed motives. We can have motives that are beneficial to those involved at the same time as having motives that are detrimental to those involved. The world is not black and white, but as long as the motive is subconscious and unseen, it is able to manipulate in ways that harm all parties involved. Own your truth. Do this for you. You've been suspended and stuck in a toxic situation for such a long time, and now you are flying against this with gusto. Okay? Take that leap. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, I know that you are striving for balance here. You will get your King of Pentacles. Okay? King, Ace of Pentacles. Both very prosperously abundance. Own your truth. Stand in your majesty. Keep your plans under your hat, but act wisely for you. You are suspended no more in this toxic situation if you choose not to be. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, that's the message I've got for you this week. Please do like, share and subscribe on my channel. The more activity, the more I can read for you, and I love to read for you guys. Okay, so if there's any questions or comments, please do leave them below in the box below. I'm happy to comment on them for you. I do hope that you have a good week, and I will catch up with you soon. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, thank you so much. Peace out.